My name is Alice Aster. We are in my studio, which is in my apartment in Bed-Stuy, New York. I'm an artist and a writer, and I do a lot of different things. I guess I'm autodidactic and develop my craft around performance and visual pieces of art and writing, all kind of blending together in puppet shows and pieces of video art. I have an undying need to bring art to life, and I think that comes from, being originally into fashion. That was my first love when I was drawing, and then fashion when I was 11. I was I'm going to be a fashion designer. And I just don't feel satisfied with the artworks unless they're coming to life and actually moving and being in the world, having a life of their own. I feel that there's something very political and mystical about bringing pieces of art to life and moving. They're not just static objects, which is what fashion is too. We're the puppets in the fashion pieces, really. When you intentionally adorn yourself in pieces of art that are meant to, intentionally created to lift you out of that, you're basically turning your body into an altar. If you look at the historical surrealists, that aesthetic, that tradition, it's horror, but it's almost like subconscious driven art. It's art that's driven from that which is not acknowledged or accepted in an individual or society at large. So I'm definitely trying to blast those things into people's awareness very directly. And I feel I'm trying to be almost abrasive, or definitely a little abrasive and uncomfortable and confrontational with that. That's why it's I will embroider a word like exorcism, or exorcism of the society of control, or something like that. That's or seize the means of mythology production. I do feel the pieces that I make are kind of carrying a story of bare life or survival and existing within this really brutal context, while still carrying this magic and the spark of life that you need to survive trauma and the horrors of this world.